Coach Blaine McCorkle, post-game against East Texas A&M. Coach, if you want to start with an opening statement, we'll get into questions.
It was a very disappointing night. Can't say I saw that one coming. I think that was one that we all really thought and hoped that we would play a lot better and have a chance to win. And we were obviously a lot farther off from being where we want to be than maybe we thought we were. And we've still got a lot of work to do. We started extremely slow, not capitalizing on things. You start the game with a kickoff return, get a first down. Freshman kicker who's been doing a great job misses a field goal. We got to capitalize on that. Then we block a punt, get a good field position, get a couple first downs. Freshman kicker again who's been doing a good job misses a field goal. We don't get points. Then before the half, we finally played what looked like complimentary football. We get an interception, we drive 90-plus yards, kick a field goal, get a score, make it a respectable game before the half, and then we don't come out in the second half and capitalize on that momentum. So it's disappointing. We've got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of looking in the mirror to do as players, as coaches, with schemes, with how we practice, with how we prepare our bodies. We got a lot of work to do. So all we can do is go back to work. And nobody said this thing was going to be easy. Nobody put a time frame on it except for me, because I want to do it right now. So we're frustrated. We're down. We're beat up right now. But tomorrow we'll come back to work and try to do it again next week. That's the beauty of it, is you always get another shot the next week.
It did look like when things did click offensively, it was some of the younger guys. And again, that's pretty much your whole roster in some respects. But Trevor Allen Jr. comes in his first action. Jimmy Duncan kind of jump-started that drive before the half with a big catch. But some of those guys taking a little bit of advantage and maybe running with it.
Yeah, you saw Brennan Webb get his first. He's played in every game, but first action touching the ball, and he showed that he can make plays. Same with Jimmy Duncan. He's played in 3 of the first 4 games, showed that he has the ability to make plays. Trevor Allen got his first action at all tonight and showed that he can make plays. He didn't hit the big ones, but he's very capable. Then defensively, we played 2 guys who have not played a snap yet this year due to some injury attrition. So really today was their opener in Game 5. And I appreciate those guys going in there and trying to battle, seeing their first action. So proud of those guys for that. So I guess that is a little bit of a silver lining, is that some more young guys continue to grow and develop.
For this team, in terms of, you mentioned those guys in that defensive end, the back end has been so injury riddled. It has opened the door, but also when you're not playing with a full deck, it doesn't excuse anything. It does just add to the challenge.
Yeah, it's been riddled. But that's football. That's part of it. I don't think we have a defensive back right now that doesn't have something on the injury report, but that's football. There's nothing you can do about it, other than the 2 guys that got their first snaps today, and I think one of them came off dragging an arm. But that's part of it. Everybody's got injuries. Everybody goes through it, so you can't really use that as an excuse. It's next man up. That's how it's got to be. Next man's got to show up and be ready to hold the standard and play at a high level.
One of those guys who did have a couple of moments on that defensive side, Fernando Washington, continues to do what he did and gave you an attempt to jumpstart that, and with the great interception there at the end of the first half. But again, it's not just one play, it's stacking those plays.
Yeah, if we had 100 Fernando Washingtons, we'd never lose a game. And I'm not just talking about his talent. I'm talking about his heart, his work ethic, his fight. He's a really, really unique, special kid, and I'm glad he's here.
Coach, as always, we appreciate your time.
Thanks.